Was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. Few names like Cool James, Face Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw these songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and lace. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots.
Valuable lesson that I had to grow. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1 real quick.
Chris Boswell kicking off.
No squad on that rim. 0 to 1 real quick.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
How many years I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran up by the lux and that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. We could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette. The LA yelling. Let him bad, but somebody gotta do it. Come on.
We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
May to throw on second down. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a big play there for New England. 31 yards. On 1st and 10, here's May. There's a short one caught by Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd down, 3 to go. May to throw again. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They're going. It's May. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. but it was the defense that turned him away with a huge stop to start this game.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is hard, and he's in. DK Metcalf, touchdown Steelers. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
Brings in 2nd and
5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Where was that? Hey, what's that?
Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll go underneath to Henderson, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, New England.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Here's May. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. He'll swing this out to Johnson, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On play action, Penix. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 31 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
On the give, it's Johnson. And he's in! Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out on top, 14-0.
Patriots nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Made out on 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
What's that? Crazy. Hey, what's that?
On 2nd down, it's May. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down. May to the air once more. And is caught left side by Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here goes tonight. Hey, what's
Here's May again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Billy Bowman. And the Steelers will take over at their own 14-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Plant. It's Penix. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix. Going right back to Nakua, complete. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That pickup's good for 29 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass.
That is caught. What a throw. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Crazy. Ready, what's that?
To throw on first down is May. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage. An injured Patriot, something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Handoff, and it's Henderson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Once more, it's Henderson.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
40-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready, what's that?
Out of the gun, here's May. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's May. He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter, as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st down, right back to Johnson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was tackled at the 46-yard
46-yard line, a second down and 6. Another run here with Johnson. Finds room inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 21. Good for a Steeler first down. From the gun, it's Penix. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
The kick is good. Makes the score. Steelers 28, Patriots nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Real quick. Maybe he on that rap to pay the bills. Now better, not even a little bit.
What's that?
Here's May to throw it on first down. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Here goes tonight.
Now, May. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. Here's Bryce Baringer now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Well-executed kick. Fair catch called for and taken inside their own 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he ran right through one tackler, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go again with Johnson. Got room at the 30. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Maxwell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Joey Porter Jr. that time up to make the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Again, it's Henderson, and he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Patrick Queen, the linebacker, they're on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First and 10.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready, what's that?
They run straight ahead with Henderson. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
9. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down.
What's that? Ready, what's that?
May gonna look to throw. Over man, it's Kyle Williams. He's got it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Third and 2. Here we go.
Here goes that. Ready, what's that?
On 3rd and 2, it's May. There's that man again. Another catch.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Ready, what's that?
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Here goes that. Ready, what's that?
Throwing now is May. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
Another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here goes that.
May to throw again. There's a short one caught by Taylor. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2.
What's that? Sit down, yeah, you go. Hey, let's punch it in. Great job, we're good.
Throw again is May. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Here's May. Oh, a loose football. One of the Steelers has it. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown Steelers. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around it. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This one taken at the 7. Whoa! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10. Around 27-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Patriots.
So, 1 half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and got fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's a Steeler first down.
22 yards. And the Steeler first down.
Tag! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check up.
Again, and here's Johnson. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
70 Lions.
On third down, Penix. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
You there. Hey, what's that?
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
28-yard line.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good.
It's a big hit for the Patriots. 32 yards.
At the 41-yard line.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
On 1st and 10, here's May. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
for the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On second down, it's May. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Patriots first down.
7-yard line.
May to the air once more. He'll get this out to Henderson. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Here's May again. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal, as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's May. Pushed out to his left, and he's into the end zone. Great May. Touchdown, New England. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats. Makes mom and dad happy, but, Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
7-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here is Penix. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Penix. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing again, it's Penix. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Milton Williams. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
And they're on 17-yard line.
Crazy! Crazy! Here goes that. Ready, what's that?
To throw on 1st down is May. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
First down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
What's that? 5. Ready, what's that?
To throw now, May. The ball comes out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
They should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
What's that?
Out of the gun, here's May. Who else? Another tap for his favorite target.
Number 81. Brings up 3rd down.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. On play action, here's May. Exiting the pocket right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. It's a big hit for the Patriots. 41 yards. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. He'll go right back to Taylor, who's got it again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
Here goes that.
May to throw again. He'll go underneath to Henderson, and he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but get the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Here goes that.
Throw again is May. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
What's that?
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least we'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Borregales now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And And the Patriots cut into the lead a little bit.
Patriots 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Now the lefty Penix on first down. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. Once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up. It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll try to run for it with Johnson. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The offense is out there, 4th and inches.
Let's go.
They'll go. It's Johnson. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run. Cross it. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It's 4th down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. 4th down, and here's Penix. He's got a man. That's Nacua, complete. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The linebacker, Keon White. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This taken at the 5. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the Wild.